Alright, I'm recording. Look, my wife gave me a night light. They're from the dollar store. They're very pretty. Yes. So here we are. This is my room. This is the garage. And where is my dog? That's my dog's bed. That's my dog right there. She's snapping. Ugh. This is my Winnie the Pooh cushion. Those are my white shirts. My wife did my laundry and I put them there. Let's see, I don't want to record anything unusual. Alright, everything seems fine. When I wear clothes, I don't sleep in them normally. Especially today because I was lying down on the grass at the park. So my pants and my shirt, they might have, what do you call those things? Pesticides. I don't like golf courses. I heard that they have too many pesticides. This is not a golf course, but it's a football from the United States and soccer field park. Alright, so we've done a full circle here. And those are my ex-roommate's clothes up on top. So I put that bar up there when we first moved in. It's still hanging up. And I put another one where there's a line underneath the clothes. But I took it down because... Oh, I remember. We were going to do some work around here and I took it down. As usual, I dress up because this way I get respect. If I wear my t-shirts, my white t-shirts, then I get less respect. So I wear button shirts and they also remind me to be serious. Tonight we had a disagreement because my daughter was disrespectful yesterday. So I took out the wire, the cable to the router, so nobody had internet. So our friend and tenant, he came over to persuade us to put it back on, and I did agree after an hour because my wife agreed to take away my daughter's Kindle so that she learns her lesson that she must be respectful to Daniel. I'm very happy that my wife did that. My wife is on my side. The biggest thing that's happening is that my wife wants to see my YouTube channel. Somebody must have told her about it. I've been waiting for this day for a long, long time. A lot of the things I do them to get attention, and I do them so that the truth will be told. I'm not perfect, and no one is. So when my children are older, they will probably see these videos and they'll say, "Ooh, I used to behave badly." For instance, my friend came by today and he said, "I remember meeting you when your daughter was 4 years old and she was yelling at you. Now she's 13 years old." So I've had a hard time with this daughter since she was about 4 years old. Four plus 8 is 12. 5 years old, probably. Yes, something like that. 4 and 5. All right, so my life is getting better. DCF came by yesterday. Someone called to report. Usually it's child abuse or child neglect. There is verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Mental would be called emotional abuse. Those are the types of abuse. So I did speak freely with the lady that came by because she told me it was her second visit. She had come by a few years ago. I didn't remember her, but she reminded me of another young lady from another school, and I thought it was her. And so I opened the door and then I said, she is not the same. She was a pretty young lady. The first thing in my mind was, you're here alone? You shouldn't go anywhere alone. But then I already had mentioned that to one of the previous DCF workers. I had mentioned to her that they shouldn't go out alone and that they should well, yes, they should carry something. All right, I'll mention it. They should carry pepper spray, a knife that's 3 inches or less, because if it's too big, someone can grab it from you. But if it's 3 inches or less, they can't even see it. They should also carry a radio. They should also carry, of course, a gun. Okay. Those are my opinions. Now, I didn't check to see if she had any of these things, of course. I just sat down and spoke with her. She wanted to know about my upbringing. And so I told her. I was born in Honduras. I grew up there for the first 7 years. Then from 7 to 19, I was in Chicago with my mother. The first 7 years with my grandparents. From 19 to 32 or so, I was in Miami, then here for the last 8 years. And I gave her a few extra details. If you grew up among narcissists, what you can do right now, either chances are you are a narcissist, a very selfish person, a dictator. And if you are, you probably get along with lots of people. And the people that live with you are the only ones that know what you look like or your faults, I'll say. Or you could be a codependent if you grew up with narcissists. You're a person that's hyper vigilant. You know as soon as they walk in the door if they're upset or angry or if they're happy. At the same time, you might become a people pleaser. So the books I've been reading, The Majesty of Calmness, The Power of Concentration by Atkinson. Being Poised. Go to the Jehovah's Witnesses meetings and look at the way they run their show. There are no windows in those buildings so that people pay attention. And listen to their songs. Their songs are what I would call flat. There is no jumping up and down. It's all monotone. The reason for that, the one book explained, The Power of Concentration, explained that if you allow dancing, singing, emotions, acting like actors then when the storm comes, when the cops are surrounding you, when the doctors have you incarcerated, when all of these dangerous situations show up, you're going to act childish, or you're going to act with emotions. And being poised means that you are like Gandhi. Your hands, you don't move them all over the place. It would be safer not to use them to speak, to explain yourself. This involves public speaking, and I read about President Reagan. He was a movie star before he became president. The image you portray to others. For instance, if you ever get arrested, don't wear a wife beater shirt. Then in the news, you look like you're a wife beater. That's one of those shirts like these, but without the sleeves. Without the sleeves. They go under the dress shirts, but I didn't like them. I always liked having cloth underneath my armpits. I like. I forgot what these are called on the sides here. You need to be poised. All right. Be poised, and this way you can control your speech and control your tongue. God bless you. See you in the next video.